What's up guys, Tyler here. I wanted to show you a pattern that I think is the most effective thing you can do before a show, before a session, or when you're just gonna sit down and play to get your dexterity going, to get your independence between your hands going, to get your accuracy with your right hand, to get your left hand warmed up. It basically helps with everything. So I'm going to play the lick for you. It's an ascending chromatic scale, but it jumps octaves on the way up. And that's kind of where the beauty of it is that it really, once you get it under your fingers, it really kind of helps you get warmed up. And I don't know who came up with this. I remember learning it years ago. I've been doing this for years. Like anytime you might, if you ever saw me playing live, like 10 minutes before the show, chances are I'm somewhere backstage with an unplugged electric guitar playing this exact pattern until we go out on stage. So this is how the pattern actually sounds. That's the pattern one time. And it's a C ascending chromatic scale, and after you play it there, you can move it up a half step and up a half step. So this pattern moves all the way up the neck. I made tablature for this as well, and it's in the description below, so you can actually download it and learn it really thoroughly that way as well. But I'll walk you through it. So to start, we're on the A string on the 3rd fret with our pointer finger, which is a C note, and then that's a downstroke. We're always alternate picking with our right hand. That's a very important detail of this for it to be the most effective it can be. So C with the pointer finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. Next we're going to do our ring or our pinky on the 6th fret of the G string in an upstroke. So we have every few notes as you go to just play those few notes over to get them really under your fingers. So we got, next we're going to do a D, which is downstroke with our right hand and our ring finger on the 5th fret of the A string. So we have, next we're going to jump all the way up to the B string and we're going to play the 4th fret with our middle finger for the E flat. And then we're going to stay right there and go up a half step with our ring finger to the 5th fret. So far we have this much. Now after the E we're going to play an F, but we're going to go down an octave again and play our pointer finger on the 3rd fret of the D string. We're going to stay there and we're going to go up a half step with our middle finger. So that much we have. Now we're going to jump all the way up to the high E string with our pointer finger on the 3rd fret. And then we're going to stay there and go up a half step with our middle finger on the 4th fret. So we have. Now here's the part that makes this pattern insane. We're going to go from there all the way down to the low E string. So with our ring finger on the 5th fret of the low E string. Now that's the part that's going to be the hardest, but it's also the part that's the most helpful when you're warming up. So we're going to go ring finger, 5th fret, and then we're going to go up a half step with our pinky onto the 6th fret of the low E string. We're always working our pinky, the most neglected finger in guitar playing in my opinion. So here's where we're at so far. So only 2 notes to go in the pattern. After that we're going to go pointer finger on the 4th fret of the G string, and then up a half step, middle finger on the 5th fret of the G string. And that's it. That's the whole pattern. There's a bit of a learning curve on it, obviously, because it's a little more complex of a pattern. But once you practice this slowly and with a metronome and really get it under your hands, it really is fluid, and you can just move this pattern up the neck in half steps. So we get. And that's the idea. We can go all the way up the neck. And it's super helpful. I really find that this gets me warmed up and ready for a performance more than anything else I've found. So I hope it's useful for you and hope you guys enjoy this, and happy guitar playing till next time. Peace.